Let's start with Sokka, Tenacious Tactician. He's a blue, red, and white human warrior ally with menace and prowess. Other allies you control have menace and prowess, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you create a 1/1 white ally creature token. This commander is really good for going wide, and because of its third ability, you can play Kyoshi Battlefan. And when Kyoshi Battlefan enters the battlefield, you create a 1/1 white ally creature token, and then you attach it to that token. Now, you get 2 allies for the price of 1. So you play this, Sokka creates an ally, and then Kyoshi Battlefan creates another one. I put Katara Bending Prodigy in this deck as well. Not only is she an ally, which is going to come in handy in this deck, but at the beginning of your end step, if she's tapped, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on her. So whenever you attack with her, you're making her even stronger. I added Avatar Enthusiast to this deck. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So if you have this, and then you play Katara Bending Prodigy, for example, this gets stronger. Anytime an ally enters, it gets stronger. So, anytime you play a non-creature spell and create an ally with Sokka, Tenacious Tactician, Avatar Enthusiast gets stronger. Add Suki, Courageous Rescuer to this deck, and any creatures you control get a +1/+0. So, anytime you create an ally, not only does Avatar Enthusiast get stronger, but every ally gets stronger because of Suki. And whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, you create another 1/1 white ally creature token. So imagine if somebody attacks, you use an ally to block, that ally leaves, you create another one, Avatar Enthusiast gets a little stronger. I added Porcupine. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you put a +1/+1 on this creature. So, any non-creature spell that you play makes Porcupine stronger. And you also create another token because of Sokka, and then you get to add a +1/+1 to your Avatar Enthusiast. Adding to this, I have Treetop Freedom Fighters. It has haste, and when this creature enters, you create a 1/1 white ally creature token. So when you play Treetop Freedom Fighters, you create another token. Avatar Enthusiast gets stronger as well. Your army gets a little stronger. Jet Freedom Fighter. This, to me, was a must-have for this deck because when Jet enters, he deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control, target creature an opponent controls. And when he dies, you put a +1/+1 on each of up to 2 other creatures. So let's say you have amassed an army of 15 tokens, right? Play Jet Freedom Fighter. Jet deals 15 damage to any target. That's a lot. Aang Swift Savior has flash and flying, and then when Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. This is a really good one for if you play against somebody who likes to board wipe, then you can save at least one of your creatures, or you can airbend one of their strong creatures away. Right? But if you play this, you airbend Jet Freedom Fighter, he comes back into the battlefield, destroys another creature. I added Sokka Lateral Strategist as well. He has Vigilance, and whenever Sokka and at least one other creature attack, you draw a card. This is really good for extra draws, or if you play something that gives you a buff for drawing cards, Sokka comes in handy. Next up, we have Appa Steadfast Guardian, who has flash and flying, and when Appa enters, airbend any number of other target non-land permanents you control. So you play Appa Steadfast Guardian, you airbend Jet Freedom Fighters and Kyoshi Battlefan. You play them again, Kyoshi Battlefan comes back in, creates another ally. Other creatures get stronger from adding your ally plus a non-creature spell. You play Jet again, trigger his ability one more time, destroy another creature. And whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. So anytime you play another card from exile, you create another ally, making your army even stronger. The Mirari Conjuncture. Now this is a really good one. It's a saga with 3 steps. So the first one is you return an instant card from your graveyard to your hand. Second, you return a sorcery from your graveyard to your hand. And the last step is until the end of your turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you copy it and then choose new targets. This is going to come in handy later on. Next up, we have Propaganda. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each creature they control that's attacking you. This is really good for staving off attacks, or you play against somebody who has a massive army of their own, or they have creatures that are much stronger than yours. It helps you survive. Haystack is another really good one to use because you can use it to phase out any creature that you control. Let's say somebody is about to wipe the board or destroy one of your strongest creatures or one of your best creatures. You use Haystack, phase them out. They're safe until your next turn. Bender's Water Skin. Now this is a really good one because you can use it for any color mana and you untap it on your opponent's untap step. So you can use it for playing a counterspell, or you can use it to trigger another ability or to flash in another creature. Oketra's Monument. White creature spells cost 1 less to cast, and whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. Now this one can help you grow your army even faster. Anytime you play a creature spell, you create a token. And because of Sokka, when you play a non-creature spell, you create a token as well. So anything you cast at this point is going to create a token for you. Now, we have Cabaretti Courtyard. When it enters the battlefield, you sacrifice it, and when you do, you search your library for a basic mountain, forest, or plains, which is really going to help you ramp mana, and it's going to help you if you have blue and you need a mountain, or you need plains, or you need one more of each. Obscura Storefront. Obscura Storefront has a similar ability. You sacrifice it when it enters the battlefield, but this time you search for a plains, island, or swamp. And again, you can get a plains or an island if you need one. We have Ember Island Production. This one is an interesting one. So you get to choose one of 2 abilities. The first one is create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's not legendary and it's a 4/4 hero in addition to its other types. This ability is really good for if you, let's say you want to copy your commander. So that way it triggers the ability twice each turn. Or you can use it to copy another creature you control, such as Avatar Enthusiast. It gets stronger and stronger. For its second ability, create a token that's a copy of target creature an opponent controls, except it's not legendary and it's a 2/2 coward in addition to its other types. This is really good if you have somebody who has a creature with an ability that you really like, or they play their commander and you like their ability, you copy it, use it for yourself. Gather the White Lotus. It's a sorcery that I've added to this because you can create a 1/1 white ally creature token for each plains you control. So if you have, let's say, 5-6 plains on the field, you play this, you get 5 or 6 new allies. Good way to amass an army. Reconstruct History. This one, to me, was a must-have to add to this deck because of its ability. You can return up to 1 target artifact, 1 target enchantment, 1 target instant, 1 target sorcery, and 1 target planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Let's say you play Mirari Conjuncture already, right? Because that's an enchantment, you can bring it back with Reconstruct History. So you play an instant that you want to play, then you play a sorcery, then you use Mirari Conjuncture to bring those back, play them, then Reconstruct History to bring those cards back to your hand, play them again, play Mirari Conjuncture, you get to bring Reconstruct History back, and then keep on doing this cycle over and over again with getting your cards back after you play them. But you gotta play Reconstruct History after you play Mirari Conjuncture so you can get Mirari Conjuncture back, which will then allow you to bring back Reconstruct History. Boomerang Basics. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you control that permanent, draw a card. This one is a really good one for certain cards like Kyoshi Battle Fan. So you can bounce it back to your hand, play it again, play its ability, create another ally, and you create another ally for Sokka as well, because Boomerang Basics is a non-creature spell. and then you get to draw a card again. Or you can use it to bounce back anything else that has an enter the battlefield ability, like Jet Freedom Fighter. So you can play that ability again and destroy another creature. Aang's Journey. This is a really good one, especially if you play shrines. You get to search your library for a basic land, and if it was kicked, you search for a basic land and a shrine card. And you reveal them, put them in your hand, and then you shuffle and you gain 2 life. So if you don't play shrines, that's okay, because you can always get a basic land if you were unable to play one that turn. Search your library for one, put it on the battlefield afterwards. Or if you do play shrines and you kick this spell, then that would help you out as well, because you can get a shrine and add that to the battlefield. Now, speaking of board wipes, we have Spectacular Pileup. All creatures and vehicles lose indestructible until end of turn, then destroy all creatures and vehicles. If somebody else has an army of their own or much stronger creatures than you, you wipe the board clean. You can use Haystack to save the copy of Sokka that you made, because Sokka, once he's off the board, will go back to the command zone, so you can play him again later on. But if you save the copy with Haystack, you get to save the copy, bring Sokka back, that way you have 2. Another board wipe for you is Farewell. You get to choose 1 or more, exile all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and graveyards. If you play with somebody who plays from their graveyards, exile their graveyard. If you play against someone who uses a lot of artifacts, you can wipe out all of their artifacts. If you play against someone who has an army of their own, you can wipe out all of their creatures. And if you play against someone who has a lot of enchantments, you can wipe out all of their enchantments. Next up, we have Airbending Lesson. Airbend target non-land permanent, draw a card. Airbending Lesson can be used to take away somebody's strongest creature or save one of yours. You can also use it to bounce one of your creatures into exile and then play them again so they can re-enter the battlefield and re-trigger an ability. Last up, we have Airbender's Reversal. Choose 1. Destroy target attacking creature or airbend target creature you control. Now you can use it to rescue one of your creatures or destroy one of your opponent's attacking creatures, which is really helpful for if one of your opponents has buffed up a creature. So let's say it has a +5/+5. It's much stronger than anything you have on the field. You can destroy it immediately, especially if it has trample. Or let's say one of your most valuable creatures are out on the field and it's about to be wiped or destroyed. You can save it with Airbender's Reversal. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoy it, let me know in the comments and have a great day.